Did you see your good friend Demetrius Andrade? How'd you think he looked?
I think he looked as good as he always. He's a good fighter, a really good fighter. I feel like sometimes in a fight, Demetrius has the opportunity to win a lot quicker than he does sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen it many times where he coasts to a points decision when really he should have got him out of there. And Demetrius is a good fighter. I like the guy and I wish him all the best.
Do you think he should fight the winner between Plant and David Benavidez?
Yeah, good fight. Good fight.
Who would you favor in that one? Because I think you're on record saying you believe Benavidez is going to win that fight. Right?
I do think Benavidez beats Plant.
Okay.
Demetrius is, can he stand up to the bigger guys at 68? He's very tricky, he's very skillful. I always give Demetrius every chance in any fight. And that would be a good fight for him.
Would love to know, Triple G seems to be on, not even seems to be, he is on the backside of his career. Still a great fighter though. There is a little bit of talks, Munguia wants to get his hands on him. Do you think Munguia can beat him? I remember I seen an interview with Abel Sanchez, and Abel was just like, even right now, Triple G will beat him like he stole something. Yeah. So who would you favor in that fight?
I think it's a great fight. I love the fight. I think it's a great fight style-wise. We'll see what Gennady Golovkin wants to do. And Jaime Munguia's resume is awful. But I like him. I think he's a good fighter. But I don't know what they're doing with the matchmaking for Jaime Munguia. But I would certainly like to see the Gennady Golovkin fight.
Is there anything you could tell us about the whole Edgar Berlanga thing? I know you want him. I know everybody pretty much wants him. So, do you think you'll get a chance to get him?
I hope so. I mean, we had a nice meeting today. He's obviously meeting everybody. Look, the fight for Edgar Berlanga, subject to him proving he's of that level, is Canelo Alvarez. Mexico against Puerto Rico. It's a monster fight. But
how soon would that fight happen?
Not till next year.
You think he'll be ready by that time?
I think he's going to have 3 fights and then he'll be ready. But he has to prove his. You can't make that fight now and tell me that that's a competitive fight. I think it will be competitive, but we need to see Edgar Berlanga in with world-ranked fighters. But if you get it right and if he has the ability, that fight is massive. But there's a lot of work to do. But I like Edgar Berlanga. I think he's a great personality. He has a big following. He's very exciting. He does good numbers on the gate, and we'd love to welcome him to the Matchroom team. So we'll see.
His overall game, because he built his name on getting those 16 straight knockouts in the first round, kind of unheard of, almost a record. And then last 4 fights went the distance. People been kind of talking shit about him, for being honest. What do you think about his overall game, though?
Good fight. I mean, that's the thing. He blasts through 16 guys. Then he gets injured, then he has a couple of points victories. Oh, he's all hype. That's just the world we live in. So he's a very good fighter. Like I said, with a lot of hype behind him, a lot of popularity. And I think he's got a lot to give.